Welcome to Dragon Age Inquisition. I am on hard mode. In the middle of Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts, whatever. Somewhere in this quest.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
The heart of it is simple. I am
the door?
heir to the throne of Ole.
Gwen, did you hear the door?
Cousin, they gave the crown to her.
Gwen?
And while it looks fetching on her,
Quinn, I need to fix the heater. Did you hear the door? You have to answer. Puppy's out of the way. Hello. Stay out of the way. Sorry, I need my heat fixed. Alright, I turned on this game to play while I wait for people to try to fix my heater. And of course the dogs are having a fit, and I think you know. So I have to fix my fucking furnace on a Sunday, and it ain't the gas, so I suppose I can't get anybody.
What's your claim to the throne?
There are only 3, and I am the eldest. Celine outplayed me, forming alliances on the council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
So you intend to out-negotiate your cousin?
It will take heroic effort on my part, Inquisitor, and a lot of brandy. The talks will take most of the evening. Make her willing, we will emerge triumphant.
I have a question about the peace talks. You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political. If the and I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
What can you...
Brianna, she works silly, but the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers...
What will be go...
We will... Celine will... Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
I get the distinct impression that you don't enjoy politics, Duke Gaspard.
In Orlais, they call it the Great Game. They believe it is something you can play, but there are no winners. Like
$150 for somebody to come on the weekend. Wonderful.
Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor.
Have you had it serviced? You take care of your service twice a year. My husband died. I don't know anything about this stuff. Nope.
The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
Where is my... Oh. So, did anybody try to watch this other than me? Anybody try to talk to me on PlayStation now at this point in time? Nope.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. Want to tell me why you were threatening the members of the Council of Heralds?
The language of politics.
I've been up all night, all day, playing games with people, and suddenly everybody's gone, and the one person that's online is screw off. Can't talk to, right? Can't help right now.
Want to tell me?
The language of most of the council are Celine's lapdogs. There was little chance I could win their support.
We'll speak.
Okay, so I haven't gone into the servants. Really? How'd I get 91? I didn't even do the dance yet.
Duke Gaspard. I have an idea. Lady Nightingale.
I thought...
Where are Alban and Colette? Who cares? Is that Marquis Etienne?
I don't know how I have 91, but... Wait, no, I'm supposed to be in...
My third husband, Pierre.
Ew, did I need to turn anything in?
So many crimes of fashion.
No.
I should go. Be on your guard.
Okay.
I always am.
Yeah, I guess I would have already turned stuff in. Jeez, why can't I do my fade stuff in here? Wait, which way is it? Oh. I don't even want to play this now. I haven't finished eating. I really don't even want to play anything. I'm just pissed off right now. Try to eat my sandwich. Dogs. If you want up in the chair, you know how to jump.
This could be worth checking out.
Yes, if you're freezing to death, you'll get over your anxiety attack from people being here and jump in the chair. You get covered up. And him, they even put the frickin' daggers on instead of Bianca. Oh, that's so stupid. What are you wearing? What are you doing? Obviously, you need to go underneath blankets because it's cold. Excuse me. Plus a hat, too, yes? Now I'm used to Dark Souls Bloodborne buttons. Shut up. Damn it, dog. Shut up. Someone miss a hat. What do you... Oh.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for.
Weapons. Imagine that. I can't use the right buttons. You did have something with a rune equipped. Frost rune on hits regard. Yes, that's nice. Well, the thing is, I have to push the D-pad to move characters, but I keep pushing the D-pad because I'm thinking I'm in Soulsborne.
Let's look around. This was no servant. What was he doing here?
Does this guy seem out of place to anyone else?
That would appear to be Grand Duke Gaspard's insignia on the dagger. How curious.
Time to have a word with the Duke. Venatori agents!
Fate bleeds into this world. really don't care about Caprice coins. I've never collected 15 of them. The one thing in this game I haven't done. Where is that?
Fancy meeting you here. Shouldn't you be dancing, Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
Ambassador, we meet again.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Errol's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
Gaspard killed him, I think. The knife has a Chalon crest on the hilt.
I knew it. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
The Empress needs to know what's going on.
You can try to warn her. She won't believe anything from me. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
You know how to make a sales pitch, Ambassador. I'll give you that.
I do, don't I? I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
Every single major player has tried to bribe you tonight. In Orlais, that means you've officially arrived.
I do miss Ferric's voice. I just don't play with him very much. Not in this game, anyway. Hello, Empress. I was actually in your vault. I just flat out admit that to you.
Is that Elven? Odd to find it here.
I'll admit, I didn't think the Empress was this sentimental.
Don't just say, oh, I found this elven locket. Hey, I broke into your vault and took your elven locket. How about that? Look, I would have missed an elf fruit. There's another spot. I knew it. I can still remember things. Just in this game, I played 1,000 times. Definitely one of the reasons there's an extra holo in the game. No, wait. return to the first one and get attacked again. Am I gonna get attacked again?
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Can you tell me what number bell that was?
Did you see that knife-edged servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I'm starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
That would be the second bell. Fashionably late.
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
I'd wager I...
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Really? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
I don't even need the dance. Court approval 20. I don't know how I got freaking 91 out of the first door. The first part of returning to the ballroom. Usually get all the points at the dance, but I already have them all.
I am Grand Duchess Floriane.
Grand Duchess.
Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
I'm seeing someone. 2 women dancing.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted. Have the Dalish gained a sudden passion for politics? What do you know about our civil war?
What do you think I ought to know?
My brother and my dear cousin have been at each other's throats for too long.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
It's answer everything with the middle answer.
This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
If I've learned anything, Your Grace, it is to put my trust in no one.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
I'd happily do more dancing, just not with Corypheus.
I promise not to invite him to your next ball.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
The Grand Duchess tried to convince me Gaspard is the traitor, but I'm not sure I buy it.
Florian and her brother are thick as thieves, but she would give him up in an instant to save herself.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
You have an idea, Leliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais?
More than that. Whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
How should I support Briala? I assume she can't be Empress.
She can't. She can, however, be the power behind the throne.
That's
with
not
Gaspard.
the only choice,
True.
people.
She could never control Celine, not with their history.
So Celine dies and Gaspard takes the throne. Briala would need a way to control him, some kind of leverage.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access, and in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight.
Need more servers in the bar room. Where is everybody? Inquisitor?
Where's Liliana?
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous. Then we'll have a report on the casualties in the dailies. Lady Inquisitor.
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, milady.
At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
Good evening, milady.
Mistress Nightingale.
Oh, I didn't even pick up anything new on that run. Wait, of course I did. The people at the door.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
This is good work.
Shut up. Someone's here to check out the heater problem again.
Servant gone. Elves.
We meet again. Given any thought to what I said?
I found an elven locket hidden among Celine's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
It might have meant something to her.
Maybe it did. She held on to it.
I had a question about you, Riala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you. So there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
You might be interested in what I've found. It's about Gaspard. You think Gaspard was behind the murder of that council emissary and the Tevinter agents in the servants' wing?
Gaspard is ruthless. He wants the throne, but to conspire with Tevinter? That's low even for him. If you intend to stop him, you'll need irrefutable proof. His supporters will accept nothing less. Celine will never end the talks until she has no other choice. We meet again. Given any thought to what I said?
What exactly would the Inquisition get by moving things in your favor?
My spy network doesn't span just the Dales, Inquisitor. It spans the Empire, and even expands beyond its borders. Ears like these don't miss much. Help us, and the secrets of half of Thedas could be within your grasp.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time. Is there something we may do?
We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
I made a...
Oh dear.
That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
I found an elven locket sealed in the palace vault. You must have considered it quite valuable.
It was... sentimental. I don't know why I kept it.
Yes, I broke into your vault and took your locket.
What made the two of you part ways?
She wanted change, and she thought I should deliver it. My word is law, Inquisitor, but laws don't command people's hearts. Culture does not transform itself overnight. I failed her. I should have dared more. But the past, like so many things, is beyond my command.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
Perhaps I do. But I cannot put her above all the people of my empire. Dispose of the locket however you like. It means nothing to me.
there something we may do?
We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
My investigations turned up some... It concerns the Grand Duke. I found Gaspard's knife in the servants' quarters. It was used to murder a council emissary. His own sister told me that he intends to assassinate the Empress tonight.
You're quite certain of this?
That would be treason. How scandalous.
There must be some mistake.
Do you have proof of this? Something Her Majesty can take to the nobles?
You must find proof so she can arrest Gaspard. She would never call off negotiations, even to save her own life.
Until...
Do take care.
It is always good to see you, my friend. You seem better at making friends among the nobility than I. Well done.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. There's a Council of Heralds emissary in the servants' quarters, stabbed to death with your knife.
No. That's impossible. Who would try to pin such a crime on me? The elf? It seems unlike Celine.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
Where has that servant gone?
Her Grace's Chamberlain has disappeared as usual.
Are all the Denoises here? Make her, I hope. We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Keep an eye on the Duke. He's preparing.
Where is that lazy elf? I sent him down to the cellar for more wine hours ago.
Wasting his time. Nothing he does could win.
How does things look out there? Are the negotiations over yet?
That before
Both the Empress
burn them
and
all in
Duke
their homes.
This can't be good.
Charmaine bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council.
Just gossip. Good to know.
wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the gods of our worlds now.
You should consider that before threatening to burn them all in their homes. How do things look out there? Are the negotiations over yet?
Both the Empress and the Grand
$419 for an igniter switch plus 100 the extra to come on the weekend and stuff. I guess I won't get all my 30 the experience for each one I turn in, but I'm not. Wait, where is it? Yes.
Mistress Nightingale.
So many crimes of fashion. We could
26.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Go ahead and ignite your switch.
Inquisitor? We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will rule it out.
Wait, I'll go back here. There's supposed to be something. What's going? No.
Just merely being polite. Unlike some people.
Okay, so
Don't give me that. I've seen the whale.
Good.
Interesting.
I swear. 27. That's still gonna be missing one anyway.
Good to know.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Oh, well. I've gotten them all before, I mean, but I don't even care about the coins anymore.
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Quiet, puppy. Shut up. Oh, so I can get 30 wet. If, only if, shoot, I can unlock the door.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace?
Not personally. But we get code. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No sup...
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Floriane?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to...
Shut up! I didn't mean to yell on the mic, sorry.
What were you trying to find in Floriane's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
It takes great courage to come to the royal wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play Revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has a history with the Empress. But they believe she was just a favored servant. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
Ah, I guess one more and I got it.
What happened here?
Shut up.
You painted Orlesian arsehole! When I get out of this, I'll butcher you like the pigs you are!
And a very funny scene. Whoops. Yes.
What happened?
It's not what it looks like. Honestly, I would have preferred it if it were what it looks like. The Empress led me to believe I would be rewarded for betraying the Grand Duke. This was not what I hoped for.
I can imagine what you thought your reward would be.
Please, I beg you, don't tell Gaspard. The Empress beguiled me into giving her information about plans for troop movements in the palace tonight. She knows everything. Everything. The Duke's surprise attack has been countered before it ever began. She's turned it into a trap. The moment he strikes, she'll have him arrested for treason.
Classic, honeypot.
Don't breathe a word about this.
I can't promise that. I have no intention of dying, Inquisitor.
That's
If
never
Gaspard didn't
actually
kill me for
negative.
this, Celine would.
It's always wrong. It's not negative, Steve. Hello, Solas. Favorite time to dance. Shut up.
Her Grace's Chamberlain has disappeared as usual.
You were acquainted with my darling Mistress Nightingale. What a pleasure to
So many crimes of fashion.
such truffles. I taught myself as
How does things look out there? Are the negotiations over yet?
The reports from the Minrathous Ambassadorial are particular.
And why are you whining? What are you whining about? You're the one that put yourself on top of the blanket, not under it. You're supposed to crawl under it. Why you whine for me? supposed to crawl under it yourself. You're the one laying on it. I have to move it off of you.
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment, if you were looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity you did not save one final dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspard's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
You don't have to go through with this, Florian. There's still time to turn back.
Oh, my dear Inquisitor, you are so naive. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill her. Bring me the marked hand as proof. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Amazing, I got my loot. It usually goes so fast and I can't get it and it doesn't stick around.
Those blasted demons coming, right?
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of Gaspard's mercenaries.
Born and raised in Denerim. Seems like I should have stayed there. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Sticking punts and cheesemonger.
Want a new job? One that pays better. The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
This is unhard, so amount of time I played it, it doesn't even seem like hard anymore. And then I'll be playing a nightmare. I mean, I have already. But yeah. Shut up! Ma, it's Solas, or Shartan. Solas? Shartan, Solas. I could walk in there wearing my armor.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech. What should we do?
Wait here, Cullen. I'm going to have a word with the Grand Duchess.
What? There's no time. The Empress will begin her speech any moment.
And suddenly I'm not in my armor. Huh?
We owe the court one more show, Your Grace.
How did I suddenly change my clothes?
The eyes of every noble in the Empire are upon us, Your Grace. Remember to smile. This is your party. You wouldn't want them to think you had lost control.
Who would not be delighted to speak with you, Inquisitor?
I seem to recall you saying, all I needed was to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. When your archers failed to kill me in the garden, I feared you wouldn't save me this last dance. It's so easy to lose your good graces. You even framed your brother for the murder of a council emissary. It was an ambitious plan. Celine, Gaspard, the entire Council of Heralds, all your enemies under one roof.
This is very entertaining, but you do not imagine anyone believes your wild stories?
That will be a matter for a judge to decide, cousin.
Gaspard? You cannot believe this. You know I would never... Gaspard?
At least this time, justice will be swift. Your Imperial Majesty, I think we should speak in private, elsewhere.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing?
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
I wouldn't have caught Florian in time without Briala's help.
You were working together?
Of course.
We have the note to your general ordering him to move troops covertly into the palace grounds.
It was a defensive choice. I expected betrayal here, just not by my own sister.
Keep talking, Gaspard. Eventually, you'll convince somebody.
His own mercenary captain will confirm that Gaspard brought hired thugs into the palace for an attack.
Mercenaries? So much for your chevalier honor, cousin.
And he murdered a council emissary in the servants' quarters. I found his bloody knife hidden near the body. Briala found all of this out for your sake, Celine.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
I think Ambassador Briala deserves some reward for uncovering all this.
I can scarcely believe you did all this for me, Celine. Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orlais owes you its future. You have done so much, for my people and for us.
We won't forget this.
It was my pleasure. The two of you deserve to be happy.
We truly are. Come, stand with us, Inquisitor. We must give the good news to the nobility. Lords and ladies of the court, this is a night for celebration. Those who sought to poison our empire with treason have been brought to justice. It is a new age for Orlais. We shall build a world in which all men and women live in harmony. Let the cornerstone of change be laid. I introduce the newest member of our court, Marquise Briala of the Dales.
This is not just a victory in Halam Shiral, or within the Empire, or even for elves alone. This is a triumph for everyone. Over 1,000 years ago in the Valerian fields, elves and humans together defeated the Imperium. We can do so much more now. We are greater than our ancestors ever dreamed. Together, we will start by saving our world from the enemy who took the divine and tore the sky apart.
It will take all of us to defeat the enemy threatening our world.
We are already tracking these Tevinter agents. Soon they'll have no place to hide.
But that is tomorrow. Tonight, we celebrate our newfound fellowship. Let the festivities commence!
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have happy news, as you shall be seeing a great deal more of me. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power.
Getting up to
which is far
62
more
degrees.
important than her own curiosity.
Down
you
here,
will
Zelda.
require my knowledge
Sit on my
if
lap,
you are to defeat such
like you're
magic.
supposed to.
Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
Get on my lap. Sit. Sit.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
I'm not surprised to find you out here. Thoughts?
I have a feeling this is only a temporary victory.
There's much, much more trouble ahead. For now, focus on what's in front of you. Come, before the band stops playing, dance with me.
I'd love to.
Yeah, they do much more than dance.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lady Inquisitor, please, may I have a word with you?
Just when you've solved one crisis, another springs up to take its place.
I am sorry to place this burden on your shoulders, but you are the only one who can help. With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
Has been put to rest.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Phaedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
Liliana and Cassandra are candidates to become the Divine. How is that possible?
Not yet, but they could be. We need them to be. There is precedent. Other times when clerics remain deadlocked, A successor was chosen from outside the clergy. Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
Josephine has already told you this is impossible.
The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered mother. Don't let them detract from your victory at Halam-Shiral. The support of the Empire should make our search for the Grey Wardens easier. Varric is eager to help his friend Hawk.
Oh yeah, I need to buy some more of that. Move. You stay there. Ah yes, before the ball or the abyss. You cannot pick any decorations besides these crazy things. Or Canary or Crossback Basin, weird stuff.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Check Come here again anyway. Alright, talk to her now.
You're the Inquisitor. Mother never told me the Inquisitor was an elf.
The ears gave me away, didn't they?
No, your blood is very old. I saw it right away.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man. My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom
Perhaps
troublesome.
the heir? Where is his father?
Will his father be joining us as well?
I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Terra Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. It is that he actually may.
Okay, Alistair, are you coming right now? Or do I have to talk to Morgan and you'll come?
Greetings, Inquisitor.
Oh, not yet.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kakari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so
openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kokari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. I wish things had gone differently in the end. It had to be, yet. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
So, Alistair, when do you talk?
Inquisitor.
Yeah, fix my decoration. I don't want a bar. Weirdness or Canary. Yeah, obviously I choose something else. I don't have an elven Dalish one even.
This is where a smith should
be. 52 and 29. Oh, I need help. I back in a frickin'... Why?
blessing to be in the thick of the game again. But until the Duchess was unmasked, it's disturbing, so... But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
I kept dreading I'd drop the wrong spoon or step on a general's foot.
Well done. Feuds that spanned ages have sparked over less.
Really?
Inquisitor never underestimates the enmity of those for whom outrage is a sport.
Herbs and herbs. Oh, shipment of high quality materials. Yes. Oh,
Inquisitor.
Let us begin. I have requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste, preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Alistair?
I got her note. She might be onto something. There's danger, of course. But there's always danger. Thank you for getting word. It's easier to put it out of your mind, to focus on the task at hand. But hearing from her again... Oh, maker's breath. But I do miss that woman. Well, let's get on with it. Something you need?
How could the Wardens willingly sacrifice their own to summon demons?
I know it sounds nutty. Being a warden makes us special. But it comes with a heavy price. You have to walk away from your old life and be prepared to do anything to stop the next flight. And we are the only ones who can. The only ones willing to make the decisions, sacrifices. To do that, you wouldn't understand. Or, well, with that mark on your hand, maybe you would.
We'll talk later.
I can't stand this. How many Grey Wardens died here, and for what? Edamond and the Wardens are definitely holed up at Adamant Fortress, by the way. Don't know if Hawk told you.
We'll talk later.
Need something else?
We'll talk later.
Yes, Morgan's here to talk to you. That's it. You're not interested, huh? Not interested?
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've had enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a mage, first and foremost. If they name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. This cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
Many extraordinary things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn.
Not anymore.
It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Your determination is admirable.
I do nothing that is not worth doing with all my heart.
It's your most attractive trait. You're not the only candidate. What about Liliana?
Liliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy, but she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Liliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet. Then I will do... I suppose I should... For now...
Huh. Yeah, I want a white-haired elf. I really did it. Well, I did make one on computer. Not sure if I even... Well, with the way the mods worked on the computer, I don't know if I left it at pure white or gray. And the way the eyebrows with the it makes it better, but it also makes it kind of weird looking. And certain things.
Send my regards to the Lady Ambassador. Her ancestor visited the Emporium in the Blessed Age. I sold her a candle mounted with the severed hand of a first acolyte of Razikel. I wonder, do the Montiliers still have it in their possession? I should like to see it again.
Super freckles. Right, Alistair. Just have you so I can go to sleep. Yes.
return today? I believe so. Let me check my distillation.
That's him.
Alistair?
I thought he'd look, I don't know, more demonic. Tentacles and fiery breath.
He is a normal boy, Alistair.
Oh. And what does he know of how he was made?
He knows his father was a good man. I thought you deserved that much.
He's changed you.
Don't be absurd.
I can't talk to Alistair about this situation. Wait. Huh? Thought I had a conversation. Hello? Excuse me, do you have long hair? Hello? Oh, never mind then. But there was more. Anyway. Alistair sort of meets his son.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You missed court intrigue? When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. And Briala as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf. Hello.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
Although you have ended the battle in Olay, it will take the country some time to recover. Corypheus faces a decision. Accelerate his plan to gain power, or abandon his dream of conquering Olay. For now, he will never abandon his dream.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shiral. Hello.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shiral. My heart.
My heart.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shiral.
Alright, I am done. Thank you for watching Dragon Age. Inquisition. Everybody have a good day and good night. Thank you and goodbye.